microphone's working. What's up, guys? This week I felt like I'm crocheting at least one project every day. My son is at home with me, so it's kind of hard to keep him occupied and then also do what I have to do here. I guess let's see what we crocheted this week. So here we go. I don't know if you can hear that humming. That's a couple of boats outside. I think I showed you my bear. So I'm trying to do like a whole June thing where I'm crocheting every day. So this was June 1st, I think. Did I post that on June 1st? 3 days ago. Yes. His beautiful eyes. The eyes that I received from Brittany from Bee Stitched. I ended up watching a tutorial that Jana had done, and I figured, you know what? I need a Jigglypuff. But he turned out so tiny. I used, I love this yarn for all of it, actually. For the pink, the teal for the eyes. I was trying to look at the picture to see like how close I can get it, what yarn I had. Made them into keychain. So that's as far as I got for June. I will get back to you when I finish with my June 3rd project here. I figured I'll do this weekly because honestly it's not like a whole lot to show you right now. If I were to show you daily what I have. And honestly, it's more fun to make this way too. Just doing it weekly. I can't do it daily. I did get this from Amazon. So it's the Himalayan yarn. It kind of looks like it's just one, but no, it's two. There's two in there. They just really packed it in tight. I was kind of worried there for a minute because I was just like, did I just order one? I needed a couple of them. But this is for my Mewtwo. He will be finished by this month, but I'm not going to put a date to it yet. I've been kind of on a bear kick, and I kind of want to just keep going with that bear. And if I see something that I can do real fast, I'll do that in the middle. But I've been kind of wanting to keep going with my bear pattern. It's the same bear pattern as my polar bear, as Barry the bear. Different yarn for them though. So polar bear was Bernat Velvet Plus. This bear, this yarn, I'm not about to pronounce that. Yeah, I ended up getting this very plush multi. One of them does not feel right. This one actually feels pretty good. I opened it right here so I can actually feel it. But a lot of them have like this weird texture to them. It's kind of like that one, and I'm looking at it right now. It's the Premier Basics Chenille Multi. But yeah, it just felt weird. I didn't like it. So maybe I got a bad skein. I don't know. I don't know how it's supposed to feel, so I can't compare it. It was my first time using the Basics Chenille Multi, so I'm not exactly sure how it's supposed to feel. And let me get going to see what he's getting into. So that's pretty much it for right now. And check back in when I am finished with the bear, or maybe tomorrow. I wanted to show this little guy off. His name is Hershey. And I figured I would call him that with his chocolate fur. And Snickers was already taken by the other brown bear. And the eyes are by Bee Stitched. And so I just figured because Hershey, I do like Hershey almonds, so he has almond colored eyes. I love how he looks when he's just sitting on the desk like this. I do have some more of this yarn. I'm thinking of making another one after I finish making another polar bear. So I have two feetsies done. I'm working on the hind legs. After I get done with that, then I gotta do the body, the head, the snout, and the ears. That should be done today. What's today? The 4th? So that's the 4th project that I'll be done with. This one is working up a lot quicker because this yarn is taking me a little bit. I had to do something different with this yarn. I had to turn it inside out to make it so that the fur isn't pulling. It looks different. I'll have to show you what it looks like when I crochet with this next. That's it for right now. And so the next check-in will be when the polar bear is finished, or if I get mail today. I don't think I'm expecting anything. I'm waiting for the Premier yarn to get here. It's in Seattle. It's been in Seattle since May 31st. So I don't know how big their mailing facility is. I know I said this the other day, and it might be like a couple seconds ago, but I was going to make different color bears with the yarn that I have from like the plush yarn. Let me know if I should do that. My sister was kind of like iffy about that because I have the Big Twist plush yarn too, and it's in electric blue. And I was thinking of making, a bear with that because I made this pink bear with Big Twist plush. And just by her reaction, it was just like, should I make it? Or was she expecting me to make more animals that are native around here? Obviously not the polar bear. The polar bear is not native around here. It's just realistic. The brown bear, I can make more of those. I just need to get more of that yarn. So let me know if you think I should make different color bears or just stick with the realistic bears and continue with this polar bear and see if there's any new tutorials out, or go to my folder because I have a lot of purchases. Anyway, so I have some patterns to go through. I'm actually looking at a lot of them right now. I don't know, maybe I'll tackle one of these if I get done with this today. I know I'm going to get done with it today. If I get done with this at a certain time today. Okay, that's it. Okay. So I made another powder, the polar bear. Finished him last night, so this will mark the June 4th make. I have my other yarn prepped and ready to go for another brown bear. And then I think that will be it for bears for right now, until I get more of this yarn. Or not this yarn, but maybe the brown yarn back there from Knit Picks. But I think 2 polar bears should be good. So yeah, that's the update for right now. I'm going to be working on something else and I'll show you in a little bit. So this is the next pattern that I ended up doing. It's the Baby Squid by Plushy Co. And I saw Jana do this one when I sent her that the Dolce yarn to test out. And this is the squid that this is close to the color of the squid that she made. So I'm not going to do a mouth on the squid because, I like to do things realistic. And for squids, their mouth is down here anyway. The yarn that I ended up using was this retro velvet. I don't normally like to use this yarn because I had to be like real gentle with it. Sorry, there's something in my eye. I like to be real gentle with it because it does tear. When I pulled this yarn out, I did pull out this one and I was just thinking, what is like bubblegum like that I can crochet with this? Does Kirby have this color feet or does he have more red feet? But this could actually be the base. I was looking for other pink Pokemon that I can do, but some of them are actually lighter than this bubblegum. I don't know if there we go. That's the color. Going back to the bear. So this yarn, it kind of pulls a certain way. So what I was trying to explain was like, this is what it looks like in the back part, right? And so it looks all fuzzy. It looks all nice. And this is what it looks like in the front. Like it's being pulled. You can actually see the chain. So I'm not going to do anything, or I'm not going to turn it inside out for like the paws, the arms and the legs. What I did for my last bear, I ended up just turning it inside out since I didn't have to color change the fuzzy part for the head and the body. So yeah, I'll just have to take a needle to this and just kind of like scoop it out, I guess is a way to explain that. Just like scoop. I'm not going to do it just yet. I'll wait until I get finished with this leg and do that. So then I'm supposed to get this the order from Premier. So I ordered the Parfait XL. I ordered a lot of them because what I'm going to do is try to create a bunch of color Yoshis and make them a little bit bigger. I wanted to see, and the Parfait XL is really soft, so I wanted to see what it would actually, how it would actually work out. I haven't tested this yarn yet, so I don't know if it was a good idea for me to purchase more of this yarn because of, you know, how the parfait chunky sheds and how the parfait, the velvet, it slides off. So it has, you know, it's not good with the magic circles. Like I said before, I was delicate with the squid. So it's actually here. It's actually in town because it arrived here. It arrived at the post office at 1:01 p.m. And I bet you, how much do you want to bet that I have to go pick it up? Because it's going to be too big for a parcel. And if it's not the lady that's working tomorrow, then the guy doesn't like to take anything that's too big. He just likes to go through the mailbox and the parcel, and that's it. He doesn't like to deliver it right to the door, even though we're literally just feet away. And so my son decided to wake up at 2:30 this morning. It is currently 3:20. And this is how bright it is. It's getting close to that time where it doesn't get that dark for like 24 hours. Yeah. Just thought I'd show you that. And the noise in the background. And James decided that he wanted to set up right there. Well, I need to finish this bear. I just need to sew the head on and the muzzle, and that will be done. I need to figure out a place to put my eyes. And you're going to take my chair? Alright. And then I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this. I really want to put more. I know I probably said it before, but I really want to put more additions to these empty spaces. And then I gotta put these somewhere instead of just piling them up. But look at this mess right here. This box is actually, can you move? Go. This box is actually for one of my friends. I ordered a yarn for her from Hobby Lobby, and she wanted some blanket yarn. I've talked about that yarn before too. It was like a sage green yarn. Hi, babe. Hi. I know, you're watching your show. He got up from his nap. He's feeling great. Okay, so that's that. But that box is actually... Can you be quiet, please? Anyway, this box right here... This box is actually holding yarn for my sister and her boyfriend. They ordered Karen yarn, the 1 pound yarn. I think I told them to order 4 skeins each of whatever color they wanted for a blanket. So that's what that box is. I'm gonna put my GoPro somewhere. It's just the container. That purse is holding more yarn and fabric on top. Yeah. And then hi James. But yeah, I have yarn just like hanging out right there that I need to get and put back. I need to put my Easter stuff downstairs. I have a tote specific for my last season bazaar. I need to fix her up, put maybe do something with the nose. Actually, the nose is kind of perfect. It's the hat that needs to be maneuvered. The hat needs to be moved down, and I need to fill up the hair. Maybe put arms on her, you know, make her look presentable. She's not looking quite right. I just need to put a muzzle on him, and then he'll be done. So that will be my make for the 6th. And then I received my premiere yarn. So let's get into that. This box, let me back up. As you can see, I didn't straighten up. It's still pretty messy back there. But this, it's bulging. Okay. I was right about having to go pick it up. And I just wanted to throw it out there that in the description, not this description, but I guess I can put it in this description, whatever. But I put my P.O. box just in case, you know, it does cost a lot to ship to Alaska, by the way. So maybe if you want to. Blue. purple. So here's the original green. And I'm going to do the same Yoshi that I did before, and that's by Crochet Pink Pumpkin. Aquamarine. And there's white. I did get one of each of these. The yellow, it's called Sunshine. This one is Tangerine. Bubblegum. I like that name for this color. Black. Is this the right one? Yeah. Alright, so that's all the yarn that I received. So I ended up getting these originally because Crochet Pink Pumpkin, she actually uses, I'm blanking on her name right now. I know her name. She uses Parfait XL for her Yoshi patterns, for like the body. And then I think a smaller yarn for like the shell, the spikes, and possibly the shoes. But I wanted to get, you know, the yellow and the orange just so then I can have them on hand just in case. I do have orange and yellow Posh. I don't know what they're called originally. But I do have the orange and yellow Posh, so if I wanted to go with that instead. And I do have red and a lot of white. Projects of animals that are native to Alaska. So, yeah. Or native to my hometown anyway. Well, I guess I can do native to Alaska. Then that means I have to do a black bear. But I don't have any black. And it's kind of expensive to get Brunette Velvet Plus in the black color. Like, I think it's $19 on Amazon. I think it's $14 for the cream. I think that's about it. So I showed you a little yarn haul. I'm trying to not buy any more yarn. After this Premier yarn, I'm not going to look at any more. I'm just going to work with what I have. I do want to go back to the spin the wheel thing, but I also want to get through like all of my paid projects, all the paid for patterns that I got on Etsy. I do want to get through some of those. I keep finding things that I want to crochet and it's just like, okay, focus. I don't have very many whips, so I don't know if I can actually do a whole video on that. I do have this guy up here that's supposed to be my nest, the nesting gnome, if that makes sense. And then I do have my witch that I need to perfect to finish that. That's about it. Oh, and the Mewtwo. So, yeah, I don't have that many whips. I kind of did focus pretty good, but yeah, I think that's it. So, I'll see you next time.